Success Radio Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀, ó ń milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀, ó ń milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀, ó ń milẹ̀ tìtì. Success Radio.
Thank you so much for being there. We are very sorry for starting just a little behind the schedule. It's the situation of the traffic and the rain. We are very sorry. This is Eco Pointer once again on our dialing station Success Radio Ibadan. Eco Pointer is the program where you listen to business news, economic news, financial news, news that are meant to orientate you, inform you about finance, about business, about opportunities. And you can join us live on Facebook, Success Radio Ibadan. We are there live. Join us now, live on Success Radio Ibadan. We are there. And while the program goes on, remember that business is not what a person can do alone. You can't be the buyer and the seller. You can't be the supplier and the buyer. Somebody has to be the buyer. Somebody has to be the seller, and business will be created. Some people have to be wholesalers, some people have to be the manufacturers, some people have to be dealers, some people have to be retailers, some people have to be consumers. So it is a collection of many people that are involved when we are talking about business. Inform other people to be part of this business. Inform your friends, your colleague, inform your family to be part of it. On the program today, as we have always done, my name is Kolawole Kayode, your anchor on Eco Pointer. On the program today, we have this collection of information that will be of benefit to you, and while you also inform other people, it will also be of benefit to them. Cashew industry Cashew industry stakeholders meet to discuss processing in Nigeria. That is information that is going to be of great benefit to a lot of people, especially in the agriculture sector. Anxieties as CBN set to raise interest rate to new high. Are you shocked by that information? Don't be shocked. You need to be informed so that you not be deformed. Nigeria Air begins recruitment of pilots and crew. Nigeria Air begins recruitment of pilots and crew. That's what information a lot of people have been waiting for, and we have brought it to your doorstep. Be on the lookout and keep being part of the program. We'll give you the details. Harvest from Nigeria's Global Economic Summit is yielding a lot of fruit. We have harvest from Nigeria's Global Economic Summit, which means Nigeria is already reaping some fruit, dividend from Global Economic Summit. What are they? How are they going to benefit you? How do you connect them? How do you become part of that program? You will hear it. This is Success Radio. We are here to ensure you succeed in business and in every other thing. And the program is Eco Pointer. Keep being part of it. Remember, Market of Ideas is in this program where we share ideas that can profit your business. It may be idea you know before, it may be idea you are not informed before, it may be something new to you, it may not be new to some, it may be new to some. But whichever way, what is important about those ideas is that they will bring more profit, more prosperity to your business. Don't forget, we have that platform, Sell Yourself. That platform where you can tell others what you can do for them, what benefit you can bring to them, to their business, to their career, and they pay you for it. It's a form of you writing a kind of job seeking letter on radio, and that is what it is. And somebody will connect you, you will be a benefit to them, and they too will pay you for whatever you have done for them. That's what we are here for. Success all the way. Eco Pointer is the program. Let's see your comments on the program. Like it, share it, let others be part of it. Now let's have the details of those information that we have given you. From the Sun News, we have this, that cashew industry stakeholders meet to discuss processing in Nigeria. Stakeholders in the cashew industry gathered in Nigeria, particularly in Abuja, on Monday, 26th of September. And why were they gathering? It was in a bid to transform the cashew value chain and boost its contribution to the Nigerian economy. Remember, all products, all agricultural produce has value chain. There are many other things they could be used for, and that is the emphasis in this information. The gathering in Abuja is to ensure there is an improvement in the cashew value chain. Cashew was introduced to West Africa in the 1960s. Due to the favorable soil and the climate and the weather condition, Nigeria, with other West African countries, has become the world #1 producer of raw cashew nut. And West Africa has been producing up to 210 metric tons annually. But only 20% of cashew produced in Nigeria is processed locally. Is that a good news? I'm sure that will not be a good news. That only 20% of cashew produced in Nigeria is processed locally. It means about 80% of the production is processed overseas. That means Nigeria is exporting a lot of jobs out there, and we've been complaining there are no jobs here. The stakeholders meeting includes the U.S. Department of Agriculture, that is, those who are involved in the stakeholders meeting to improve cashew value chain in Nigeria. They include the U.S. Department of Agriculture, U.S. Embassy in Lagos, an international non-profit TechnoServe, Nigeria Cashew Processors, and the investment community. This project they are working on is called the Prosper Cashew Project. The Prosper Cashew Project. The project is expected to create 4,500 jobs, mostly to employ women. Up to 50% of this number of jobs is to be done by women. And the project will facilitate about $61 million investment into Nigeria. That's a good news. And that's what somebody needs to key into. Do you have a cashew farm? Are your families involved in a cashew farming? Do you know somebody who is involved in cashew farming? There is information to benefit. You need to connect this and get the benefit there. There are so many things cashew is used to do. Anxieties as CBN set to raise interest rates to new high. We got this on the nation's newspapers. Anxieties as CBN set to raise interest rates to new high. Based on information surveyed by reporters from financial analysts, there are very strong expectations that benchmark interest rate will go up as CBN began its policy decision meeting on Monday. That was yesterday, as the CBN began its policy decision meeting on Monday. The Monetary Policy Committee of CBN has a duty to regulate monetary policy rates in Nigeria. Rising inflation and considerable growth in gross domestic product (GDP) in the second quarter of 2022 are the basis for increase in bank lending rates. That is the decision that CBN is about to make, and we have to keep our fingers crossed and know exactly what will be the decision of the CBN. But what analysts, financial experts, economic analysts, business analysts have been looking forward to, considering the fact that inflation rate has gone up, considering the fact that the value of GDP in the nation has also increased. Based on those factors, there are likelihood that the once in 2 months meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee of the CBN, that is the Central Bank of Nigeria, that once in 2 months meeting of the MPC, which comes up this week, is likely in their decision making, they are likely to raise the interest rate. They are likely to shoot it up a little again. And what implication is that likely to have for the business community? Keep watching. Remember, the last time the MPC met was in July 2022. And this is September, 2 months later. Nigeria Air begins recruitment of pilots and crew. Nigeria Air begins recruitment of pilots and crew. The Nigeria Air Limited. Are you surprised to hear that? The Nigeria is having an airline company. The Nigeria Air Limited, the country's proposed national carrier, has begun the recruitment of qualified pilots and crew members for its operation that is expected to be launched soon. Memo from the Aviation Ministry posted in its official Twitter handle on Friday, 23rd September 2022, disclosed this information to us. And this is to tell you that it is not a joke, it's a serious business. If they will not do it, they will not post it out. The memo reading that Nigeria Air is now recruiting qualified crew for the following positions. Number 1 is experienced and current B737 captains. Number 2 is experienced and current B737 first officers. Number 3 position that is vacant, available for people to connect to, is experienced and current B737 senior cabin and crew members. Number 4 position that are category of position that are available for people to connect to. They are the experienced and current B737 engineers, B1, B2 preferred. You may be in the aviation industry, you may be a player there, is somebody who knows about it, a pilot, an engineer, a crew, whichever area, or you know somebody who knows somebody. Inform them, spread it around that Nigeria Air is out to employ some workers. We have listed them. They needed pilots, they needed first officers, they needed senior cabin crew, they needed cabin crew, they needed engineers. B1, B2 are the ones that are preferred. The memo from the Aviation Ministry stated that an application portal for other positions will be available soon on their website, which means it's not only these 4 categories that we mentioned that are needed. There are other categories of workers that are needed, and that will be made available soon on the Aviation Ministry portal. And what is the website? Their address on the website is www.nigeriaair.world. www.nigeriaair.world. Omolaja Toyin Adebayo, thank you so much. We appreciate you for being part of the program. Sunday Bello, we appreciate you for being part of this program. Thank you so much. Qualified candidates for this aviation ministry position, Nigeria Air, qualified candidates should forward their curriculum vitae to recruitment@nigeriaair.world. recruitment@nigeriaair.world. The Minister of Aviation, Adi Sirika, said on Friday that Ethiopian Line has won the bid of Nigeria, the bid of Nigeria Air as co-investor in the Nigeria Air Limited, that company that is about to be floated very soon. The Ethiopian airline will have 49% equity in the Nigeria Air Limited. Other consortium will have 46% equity in the Nigeria Air Limited, while the federal government of Nigeria will have 5% of the equity in the Nigeria Air Limited. More information for you. The Sun News Online. The Sun News Online gave all this information. We gathered this for your own benefit. Harvest from Nigeria's Global Economic Summit. harvest from Nigeria's Global Economic Summit in New York. This is to tell you that there are already a lot of harvests coming up from all the effort Nigeria has been making concerning economic improvements in the country. All the effort of the government and the private individual who have been trying to woo investors has been yielding fruit already. Why the biggest United Nations gathering of stakeholders, nation and head of government comes up last week in United States of America, the International Economic Summit for Nigeria was also going on pari passu besides. The Nigeria International Economic Partnership Forum was held last week in Manhattan, New York, United States of America, USA. The forum attracted some 500 guests and delegates across the globe. Nigeria, which is the biggest economy in Africa, seeks to raise GDP to $965 billion by 2027. That is the goal of the government. In support of all these efforts of the government and what the government have been doing, deals that worth more than $1 billion have been signed, and they are to benefit Nigeria and other signatories, other supporters of Nigerian goal. There is also a $1.3 billion investment. A $1.3 billion investment, and that investment will be coming to Nigeria from Sun Africa. Sun Africa is a new solar energy project. The investment is meant for a new solar energy project. There is another $70 million ring fenced by Adriada and Nobles Green Energy for a new biodiversity project. That one is also on energy. There is also an investment in the it's a kind of strategic financing support for a new refinery around the Niger Delta. There is also a kind of philanthropic investment to also come up into Nigeria that is coming through Airtel Africa. Is meant to be internet connection for 500 schools over a period of 5 years. What they are going to do is to do for 100 schools in 1 year, and they do that 100 per year for 5 years. That will be 500 schools in 5 years to benefit our children, students, and so many others who are connected in the education industry. All these are telling you that there are a lot of opportunity flying in the air, flying everywhere, all around the nation, and we must not take it for granted. We must always be there, try to search, try to be there to connect opportunities. On the market of ideas today, listen to this. This is very important. Don't let it be funny to you. Don't let it be funny to you. Have you thought of it? What are the economic usage of rats? We have rats in our house. They run around, they disturb. They are creating a lot of problem for so many people. In fact, sometimes they are creating health problem because they carry some viruses and diseases around the house, and it has been a major battle in many homes to get rats out of the house. Now I am trying to ask. Sorry. What are the economic usage of rats? What business benefits can rats be used for? Rat. I mean rat. R-A-T. Rat. What are the economic benefits we can get from rats? What can we do to begin to convert problems to benefit, to blessings? A lot of our children, a lot of students, a lot of people, expert researchers have done studies in animal science, veterinary medicine, agriculture, forestry, and so many other, food and nutrition. Now we are challenging ourselves. What can rats be benefit? What benefit can we get from that? Yes, do you have that information? You have somebody who is in that line who can give us that information. That is an eye-opener. That is an opportunity that somebody can connect to. There are benefits that rats can give. What are those benefits? And what can be done about it? What effort? How can you turn that into a business? And if it is to get rat, that will not be a big problem. Rats are available everywhere. In homes, in shops, in offices. So many people are trying to push them out. And you can imagine, if people can begin to see that if they get a rat, they can turn it to money. Why not? They will get them for you. Remember, you can connect us on Facebook, Success Radio Ibadan. Success Radio Ibadan. Connect us live, share your comment, share it, and like it, and be part of it. Get others informed. And for you to get us informed about what benefits you can give, what can you do for somebody, don't keep quiet where you are. Connect. Let people know what you can do for them. Instead of complaining there's no job, there's no job. There are jobs people can give you. Connect to them. People can give you something to do, pay you. You'll be a benefit to them. They'll be a benefit to you. And that becomes a win-win situation. So the line you can call, there are two. The first is 090-4425-1967. I call that again. 090-4425-1967. 1967. And the other one is 090-501-96520. I call that again, 090-501-96520. Getting back to the analysis for today within the short time that we have, particularly let's consider this cashew industry. Do you know, even right here in the city of Ibadan, there's a research institute that is working on cocoa, cashew, and some other tree crops. There's opportunity already is here. You can get up, go do more findings, or you connect us, go do more finding. Instead of you saying there's no job, there are efforts. A lot of people are gathering up now to ensure the processing of cashew is increased in Nigeria from the 20% that data has given us to maybe 50% or 80% or 100% if possible, or even above 100 if you can even be importing raw cashew nut and be processing them in Nigeria. That will bring us more job. Now, as you are getting this information, get up, connect. You can connect the institute that deals with cocoa, cashew, cola. They are right here in Ibadan. They are at Idianyore over there. You can connect them, get information, see where you can key in, where you can contribute, and it will be a job for you. Perchance you may not need it. Tell somebody somewhere about it, and they can go and connect, and we can together improve this land. The other information we need to tell us more about is the anxiety as CBN said to raise interest rate to new high. There is likelihood that bank lending rates will go up. Nigerians have always complained that the lending rate in our financial industry is too high. It's not business friendly. Business people are not enjoying it. To get a loan with that high interest rate, some 25%, some 30%, and things like that, it's not business friendly. However, that being the case, because of the continuous inflation and the increase in the gross domestic product, there is still likelihood that lending rates will still go up. Wow. That may not be a good news to the business world, but the CBN sees that this could be what is important to do. Now, that being the case, people in the financial world, the business world, we don't have to take our capital, our money, for granted, because you should know that that capital in your hand, if you don't have it, if you have to borrow it, you have to pay very, very high. So we need to be more business conscious in the handling of our cash. And part of the implication of this bank lending rate going up is that cost of production is likely to increase again. Cost of producing goods and services, they are likely to go up again. And what is that still saying? The prices of goods and services, they are also likely to go up again. And investors may also prefer to go borrow money outside the shore of Nigeria than borrowing within the shore of Nigeria. What do I mean? Or how do I mean? You can imagine if business people in this nation go to other countries, banks in other places, if they consider their own interests to be more favorable to them, they may go borrow from there and bring the money here to do business instead of borrowing within the nation. And that again is an export of our job, because whatever we can do within our country, if we have to go out there to do it, it's like a minus for our economy. It is not the best. Nigeria Air begins recruitment of pilots and crew members. The Nigeria Air Limited is a proposed national carrier, has begun recruitment of captain, pilots, first officers, senior cabin crew, and cabin crew engineers for their proposed takeoff. If you are in that area or you know somebody who is an expert in that industry, get them informed. Don't always say it is not possible. Be there. Give a try. You may be the one that is picked. I begin to say congratulations to you. Not only that, other positions are also likely to come up soon. There will be information on other positions, because that is not all that make an air business in the aviation industry. So looking forward, and you can connect the company, that Nigeria Air Limited, through the aviation ministry. That is on their website, www.nigeriaair.world. So many investments from abroad are soon coming into Nigeria through the economic summit that Nigeria has been doing internationally, whether within the country or outside the country. There are expectations that very soon there will be investment in the solar energy sector. Investment of up to $1.3 billion. There will also be investment in the biodiversity project through another firm, that is up to $70 million. This money that we are talking about, you can imagine if you can multiply them by the exchange rate, maybe 420 or 700 as in the black market. If you multiply them, that some of them goes into trillions of naira investment. There is also expectation of strategic financing for a new refinery in the Niger Delta. All these are good news for this nation. There is also a philanthropic investment in education that will be connecting 100 schools per year to internet, and they will do that for 5 years, making 500 schools. That will be a lot of improvement in the education sector and be benefit to students, teachers, lecturers, and many others. Thank you so much, Ayomi Shubayo. We can see you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for contributing. We appreciate it. On this note, today we shall be running off on the program Eco Pointer on Success Radio Ibadan. While we look forward to connect you again by next week, Tuesday, 9 a.m. in the morning till 10 a.m. 9 a.m. in the morning till 10 a.m. We appreciate you for being there. We appreciate you for being part of it. Your anchor has been Kolawole Kayode on Eco Pointer Success Radio, Ibadan. Continue being blessed. Everything is business, and we must handle it like that to create more jobs for this country. Thank you so much.